Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Carolina Slavic Muslima, and in today's video I want to talk about very interesting, controversial. Oh my god, tongue twister. I cannot say it. Controversial. I want to talk about deep, emotional, difficult topic, which is, I just want to express myself. I feel like expressing myself, I want to talk about dealing with people that are not taking responsibility for their life and how this potentially could affect you. Sometimes we live in our life so fast that we might overlook certain important aspects, thinking that someone else's behavior, someone else's attitude, we take it as our own, when in fact we maybe don't have boundaries. People try to use manipulation to whatever they want to achieve, and you starting to overthinking, maybe thinking that there is something wrong with you. I want to remind us that everything is energy, and we as human beings, we are the energy. So sometimes people have that negative energy that might leak into our life, and because lack of boundaries, we might accept this as our own, and this might affect us in a very negative way. I just want to raise awareness about that. If you are a highly intuitive person like myself, you need to adopt a strategies where you can protect yourself in order for us to manifest our life and be on a higher frequency, because remember, everything is about frequency. The higher frequency, the better for you. You can manifest your life faster, and you can achieve your goals faster as well, and you are exposed to different opportunities. Sometimes people might manipulate us, knowingly or unknowingly, or as a kind of like a surviving strategy. It is absolutely okay to say no, but I want to raise awareness about this, so then we all can identify, especially where we feel that we don't have energy and our energy is leaking out because we don't have boundaries. If we don't have boundaries, we're quickly correcting that, and we are putting boundaries. So then your precious energy is not leaked out, and then you can actually use this energy. You are not subtracting this energy from your life, you're actually adding to yourself, and you can manifest the best life for yourself. You will know who around your life is taking the responsibility for their life, or they projecting their own insecurities on you, by them having this audacity to be so negative towards you. Even they're like, what the hell did I do? Remember, their own emotional state is their own responsibility. Your emotional state is your own responsibility. No one is doing anything to you if you're not gonna allow them, if you're gonna put boundaries. I have experienced in my life so many situations where people were just so negative, making me feel in some negative way, and I didn't really know, like, what the hell did I do? Sometimes you just don't do anything. It's just your presence, just being around this type of energies that make them feel uncomfortable, jealous. Sometimes you just put a mirror at their face, meaning you reflect exactly the same energy as what they are projecting onto you. And that is their projection. When they see you acting certain way, they think that this is you, but in fact, it's them projecting that on you. And don't get me wrong, we all are human beings. We all do have our insecurities and our negative things in life, and that's okay. But then when you know that you are responsible for your own life, body, then you don't have to take anyone else's nonsense. A self-reflection is absolutely necessary because, yes, there are certain situations where you can upset someone, and that's part of life, but then you own that and say sorry, and that's okay. The problem is when you know for sure that you haven't done nothing and other people are making you the one that is responsible for their own emotions, emotional states. This sort of attitude will always fail because myself, I can just be responsible for my own emotional state, for my own nervous system. Now, the question is for you to answer, do you want to be around this type of energies, this type of people that are not taking any responsibility, even that you told them so many times? Because even telling someone this on and on, this is where your energy is actually leaking out. So what do we do in this type of situations? We can withdraw. We can decide that I don't want to deal with this nonsense because this nonsense is not mine. Simple as. You cannot make other people responsible for your emotions. It's not fair, and it will always fail because you can just be responsible for your own emotional state, and that is that. Again, everything is about energy, and now when you decide that you don't want to deal with this sort of scenarios anymore, then you have choice. You can put a boundary, meaning you are not associating yourself and your own time, effort, energy into that anymore, with this anymore, and then you withdrawing and you basically have your own closure. Sometimes you can express something, but bear in mind that this type of people will not understand you because they are already not taking the responsibility for their own emotional state and their own action and their own life. No matter how many times you're going to tell them, no matter how many times you're going to scream and shout and try to prove a point, they are simply not going to understand. They're projecting that on you. So the focus is on you, not on them. Now the question is, should we express what we want to express? Sometimes, yes. But only if you are strong enough. Meaning, no matter what they're gonna say, it's not gonna change your mind about who you are as a human being. That's why it is absolutely important to know who you are as a human being and your own state, emotional state, and who you are. So then you know that they're not gonna mess up in your energy. Why I'm saying this to you guys? It's for us all to be mindful that in order for us to have the best life experiences, we have to raise our frequency. And in order for us to raise our frequency, we have to eliminate the negative energies in our life. If you're gonna stay in a lower vibrational state with people on the same level, you won't be able to raise higher. You won't be able to because they will be pulling you down. Sometimes confrontation is pointless. Sometimes I think the confrontation is only good only if you want to have some sort of closure, but you already made your decision. It doesn't matter of nationality, race, gender. It's exactly the same process. Be prepared to be on your own sometimes and lonely, and that's okay, because the higher you go, the lonelier it gets. And that is a fact. And that's okay. And I want you to know that that is absolutely fine, because you know why you're going there. You know what type of life you want to have for yourself, right? Sometimes it's just no point addressing an issue, because it's like, you know, a black hole? Adding, and your energy, your precious energy, you're just adding to it. You're not getting anything in return. And we have limited energy available to us at any given moment. Since being a little girl, I was surrounded by negative, toxic people. And many times when I was growing up and I just wanted to play. I just wanted to play like normal child, right? Normal children, they want to play. There was always some bully somewhere trying to stir the pot. And I was like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? Now I know that it was like lower frequencies. Jealousy, anger, frustration, problems that had nothing to do with me. But because I didn't know how to put boundaries, it affected me. Now I know that it was just like crazy. And taking your power back, finally, in your life, it is the way forward. But in order to do that, you have to see what's going on. And in order to see, you have to create a space. And in order to create a space, you have to get rid of the noise. And in order to get rid of the noise, you have to know that you have to get rid of the noise, so on and so forth. And in order to get rid of the noise, you have to be brave enough and choose yourself. Choose yourself to take the powers back to you. Don't be afraid. You are not on your own. So you have to absolutely be sure if you want to touch this. Because once you touch it, the negative energy will still be there with you for some time. Is it worth it? Or you can just accept it and have your own closure. But if you are absolutely sure that you want to do it, do it. I will support you. But then you need to be absolutely sure. And you have to be in your power. Because otherwise, instead of going up, you're going to go down. And that is a huge risk. Don't be afraid to choose your own life. You're going to be adding, explaining again and again and again and again and again. Why? What for? To get exactly the same outcome as before? Because these people are not, and I mean it, they are not able to take their own responsibilities. They are not able. They can take you together with them, but not there. You attract exactly who you are. Your energetic state will attract the people that are alike you. That's why sometimes you feel like you don't fit. And you know what? Don't try to fit it. Because your purpose, it's for something else. You know how many times people gossiped about me. Since I opened my eyes in this life, I felt like I am different. And you know why? Because that was in fact the truth. I was always different. I was unique. You are unique too. That's why, and I am absolutely happy now to know this. And in this video, I want to let you know that you are not on your own. You are not just you. Shine. Shine with your light. The darkness is jealous of the light. Is it the light's fault? Whose fault is it? Who is responsible for that? You? Really? Really? Are you gonna bend yourself and twist and walk on your head? What are you gonna do? The truth of the matter is, no matter what you're gonna do, it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Because this has nothing to do with you. That is the truth, my beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am sending my regards to everyone, and you are on my mind often. And I wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye. What was that? Bye.